Good evening, everyone. My name is Gina Fromer, CEO of Children's Council of San Francisco. When I stepped into this role almost exactly 2 years ago, I knew there would be challenges ahead, but never could I have imagined that we would navigate a global pandemic, the emergence of a new civil rights movement, and one of the most incredible windows of opportunity for the early care and education sector across this country. We're still in the midst of tumultuous times, of course, and we have much to do to maximize this window of opportunity to ensure that every child in San Francisco has the opportunity to reach their full potential. That is where you come in, but I'll talk about that later. This evening, you've met some incredible child care champions in our city, and you've learned about some of the most critical work Children's Council has accomplished over this past year. Children and their families are at the core of our work together. But what does that mean? How does that come to life on a daily basis for Children's Council of San Francisco? We don't operate child care centers. We don't offer pediatric checkups. We don't change diapers. In a way, what we do is much harder to sustain. Our team of 125 dedicated staff members hold our community's children at the center every moment of their professional day, often without getting the chance to see those moments of when a child's face lights up with a bright smile, or getting to see the pride in a toddler's eyes when he's just finished a painting. Children's Council supports the infrastructure that holds up our families and our early educators. And while that means interacting with parents, grandparents, abuelas, uncles, administrators, and early care educators on a day-to-day basis, our end goal is the same. Our mission is to ensure that every child in San Francisco has the human right, the opportunity to reach their full potential. We have some exciting plans ahead for innovative community-based collaborations that will bring to life even more in the coming years. We want to increase the number of available childcare slots by helping people start and grow sustainable home-based childcare businesses. And we want to expand pipeline of early educators that come into the profession, early educators who understand how to provide trauma-informed care, anti-racist caregiving, and whose life experiences reflect those of the community they are serving. We want to help our community's children connect to nature through outdoor education and to help them develop lifelong healthy nutrition by visiting our regional farms and farmers markets, and by strengthening their access to healthy food at their childcare sites. We want to affect the infant mortality rate of our Black and brown children, inexcusably divergent from those of their white peers, by intervening early to support teen moms on their journey to find or provide early care and support for themselves and their young children. We want to advocate for universal access to quality care provided by early educators who make a living wage. And finally, we want to share innovations across this great state with our sister organizations and agencies. This is critical. This is critical. I want to think of this as concentric circles of support, with all of this surrounding the child at the core. So many of you here tonight are part of this ecosystem that supports our children. I'm personally very grateful and humbled by playing a part in this movement. Tonight, I invite all of you to reach a little deeper than you would in another year. Think about our vision for the future and what this would do for our working families, especially working mothers, our early educators, especially women of color who have sacrificed so much this past year, especially for our economy, because as we know, 30% of our workforce relies on childcare to get to work, and especially for our children, our future. So dig deep, give generously. I promise you, you won't regret it one moment. Thank you.